Hi, welcome to Let's Ask, a series produced by Exposing Truth Ministry, where you are able to get answers from the Bible for questions that you have. If you have a Bible question about any topic, world event, health, no matter what it is, if it's in the Bible, we will find it for you. Submit your questions to exposingtruthministry.com. That's www.exposingtruthministry.com. Today, we're so happy to have Pastor Daniel Mesa from Revelation with Daniel with us today. And today, let's ask Pastor Daniel, Pastor, where in the Bible do we find the Trinity?
Well, hello, Faye, and thank you so much for having me. I used to be on a program actually called Ask the Pastor. It was in Grand Rapids while I was there doing ministry as a pastor during that time. And we were interacting with a lot of people. So let's ask. That's a great opportunity for us to look at different things that some people aren't really considering. So the question you've asked, what does the Bible say about the Trinity? Well, I've actually looked at this for many years and have concluded that there's not really that much that it does say about it. Like, for example, some might want some immediate answers to that kind of comment, so they might have some questions. So I'm going to go ahead and just look at my screen for a moment and show you what I mean with the common ideas behind the Trinity. And so maybe that will help a little bit with explaining what I was meaning. So if we were to go and search for the word Trinity, it's not in the Bible. You can see right there with a zoom that the book Trinity cannot be found, but I'm not really looking for the book. I want to be able to find not verses, but words, right? So it's going to ask, if I were to search in here into this area, it's asking, are you looking for the word triumph or triumphed, triumphing or troas, trodden? No, I'm actually looking for the word Trinity, but you'll see that it's not even there. What if I went to a flex search, which is like, just real quick, the flex search is looking for not the word itself, but something that might relate to the word. If I was saying like them, it might look for they as well, right? So that's the idea of this. And so I'm going to look for a flex search. And again, the same kind of thing. It's going to ask what kind of word are you looking for, because we're not familiar with it. So the word itself isn't there. And then if we were to, like, for example, go for different phrases in the Trinity, like, we talk about God the Father, that actually is a phrase in the Bible. But when you ask the Bible for what it says about God the Son, it doesn't give you any references at all. Neither does it say anything about God the Spirit. So that's what I mean when I say there really is nothing the Bible says about it. So I'm going to go ahead and search for those terms real quick and see if, in fact, the Bible is saying God the Son. Let's start with that one. And again, right here in this section in the middle, it's going to say there are no verses in the current range of the King James with Strong's text. That's the Bible that I'm actually using right there, which fit the current search entry. Okay, so there's nothing in the Bible with a flex search. What about if I went to words and it says you entered a phrase that cannot be found? Would you like to search with flex search? And the answer, of course, is no, because we already started with that. And if I went to another option, which is verses, it's going to say a book name must be entered at the selection point. In other words, we don't know what you're saying. So I'm going to go back to words, and instead of God the Son, I'm going to look for God the Spirit. Okay, and there we go again. We can see the phrase you entered cannot be found. Would you like to search with flex search? The answer is no. I don't. I want to find those exact words, right? So those exact words don't actually exist in the Bible. Now, okay, so 3 in 1, 1 in 3, co-eternal, co-equal. Let's look for some of those terms real quick just to see if, in fact, those are there in the Bible. Co-eternal, right? Okay, coffer or coffin, cogitations, cold. So no, that's not what I'm looking for. What if there was a hyphen? Because sometimes people hyphen this idea of co-eternal. Coffer, coffin, cogitations. No, it's the same thing. All right, what co-eternal? What about co-equal, right? Co-equal, coffer, coffin, cogitations. No, it's still looking for the same kind of thing. What if there was no hyphen there? Coffer, coffin, cogitations, same idea. So co-equal isn't there. What about we've already looked at co-eternal, co-equal. Okay, 3 in 1. Let me try that real quick. 3 in 1, right? The phrase you entered cannot be found. Would you like to search with flex search? Sure, let's try it. So I'm going to search with flex search. There are no verses in the current range of the King James with Strong's text which fit the current search entry. Okay, so why do I say there is really nothing in the Bible that talks about the Trinity, as you've asked? Well, honestly, because the idea of the Trinity for most churches, Catholic, Baptist, Presbyterian, Seventh-day Adventist, Methodist, when you go to their idea of what a Trinity is, you use the words God the Son, God the Spirit, co-eternal, 3 in 1, God in one. Maybe I can try that, God in one. God in one. Whoops, I'm going to try to put a little bit of parentheses there. There we go. That he might reconcile both unto God in one body by the cross, having slain the enmity thereby. Now, looking at the context of this, that would be Jesus Christ, which is making in himself of two one new man. And having abolished in the flesh the enmity, that was, of course, by being slain at the cross, right? We know that Jesus Christ was the one who he brought both Jew and Gentile unto God, but it was unto God in one body, which was the body of Jesus Christ, the flesh, the incarnation of Jesus Christ that was brought to God in that body by the cross. So when looking at these phrases, you don't really find something that's going to tell you about the Trinity. What you find is something that might use that phrase. In this case, the other phrases were not used, but this case would be talking about something entirely other than the Trinity itself. So maybe if you ask the question a different way, you can get a better answer. But thank you for having me. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Daniel, for answering that question for us. Viewers, remember, you can get your question answered. Visit us at www.exposingtruthministry.com and submit your question. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you will know when a new question is being answered. And the question answered might just be yours. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.